I was also a software developer in my first 7 years of career, and I became like my last year and a half as a software developer. I was the team lead, but I was not the manager for the team, right? I was not like they were not reporting to me, but I was like the team lead. And then when the company that I was working for decided to, work in Agile, this is how they decided that I have to become the Scrum Master. So they went over and they hired Agile coaches. They hired people that are expert in safe, and they started to implement, you know, a much lighter version of safe. And back then it was like safe 3.5, something like that, or even 4. So and I became the Scrum Master like this. So I was a software developer, which what you are right now, and then I became a Scrum Master, and I struggled a lot in my first couple of years because I was a Scrum Master with the same team that I was also a software developer. Okay, so detaching myself from technical decisions was hard, right? So because I knew how to code and like I can help with coding decisions, but a Scrum Master should not do that. Okay, you can ask powerful questions to lead them to their own decisions, to the team decision, but you being involved on telling them, look, this is the right decision, let's go with it. This is so wrong if a Scrum Master does that. So I was struggling with this in my first couple of years until, with experience, I became a better one. And especially when I became like a Scrum Master to a different team, which I don't know anything about their product. When I don't know anything about their product, even though I was a software developer before, because I didn't know about their product, it was easier for me not to be part of their technology decisions. But I was still very good at asking good questions that lead them to the right path. Okay? So this is what really a Scrum Master is very good to ask questions. That's it. This is part of coaching. Okay? Awesome, Ron. So, Ron, like, where are you right now with your phases? Like, did we talk about the roadmap? The Scrum Master Hackers roadmap? Did you look at it?
I looked at it. I think you and I kind of chatted back and forth. I'm still in phase 1. I believe I have my foundational certified Scrum Master certification through Scrum Alliance.
Okay.
I was going to go to get the SAFE certification, but it's a little bit pricey for what I'm for my.
It is pricey, correct.
I'm out of work at the moment, so my previous company, we kind of did. They adopted kind of a hybrid approach. They took the best practices of Scrum, Safe, Lean Scrum, and kind of put them all together. So I'm familiar with PI planning.
Yeah.
I'm not a safe perspective. I'm familiar with, the train, the release train engineering, those type of things. But and then Scrum from a stand up.
Awesome.
So I have a smattering of different practices, but I'm certified in Scrum and.
Okay.
Debating on whether we go safe or not.
Okay, just not to confuse people here, we cannot choose either Scrum or Safe. Okay, everyone? Because Scrum is always within Safe. Scrum is team level, that's Safe needed because Safe is organizational level. Okay, so PI plannings is program level, and then the solution level and the portfolio level. Safe is everywhere. But when we want teams to develop the things to create whatever they're doing, now those teams, those they call them today agile teams. Why agile teams? Well, because they can be a Scrum team, a Kanban team, a Scrumban, an XP, whatever team is, whatever methodology they're using, they are still an agile team. You know what I mean? So yes, okay, Ron. So and for everyone, Ron said something important that everyone need to understand. You know, we have the roadmap that I gave you access to, and in phase one, I put like a logo of the PSM1 certificate. But what I mean here is any level 1 certificate that you have doesn't have to be PSM1. Okay? Can be like Ron got from Scrum Alliance. This is the CSM. Good. It's equal to PSM1. There are others like the SCSM. I don't know what they call, but there are other good level 1. PMI ACP from the PMI. Okay, this is also a level 1. A lot of people think that the PMI ACP is a higher level Scrum Master certificate, but it's not, because everything they're doing in PMI ACP, this certificate is literally only agile at team level. Okay, awesome. By the way, even the PSM2, okay, PSM2 is still at team level. It is more advanced, harder, but we're learning only team level agility. That is why we need a certificate in phase 2, like the SAFE one. Okay, there are other framework like SAFE. There is Disciplined Agile or Nexus. Okay, Nexus comes from scrum.org, which is where PSM1 was created. Okay, Nexus is like SAFE, but in the flavor of scrum.org. You can get one of that. Okay, you can get a Disciplined Agile instead of SAFE if you don't like SAFE. But over 70% of the companies, they work in SAFE environment. And the SAFE certificates have more value than others, just because a lot more companies are using SAFE. Okay, and yes, they are pricey, but in the Scrum Master Hackers program, okay, it is included at no cost. So you don't have to pay $1,095 for it in scaledagile.com. Okay, so it is part of it with the other things that you need to have in phase 2 so you can become in phase 3. You know, remember phase 2, we need to have a scaled agile framework certificate. Okay, so you can, why do we need one? Well, that's because all companies are scaling agility. Okay, and there are no company today working in agile at team level only. Okay, whenever they have at least 2 team working on the same product, now they need something like SAFE. You know what I mean? So when multiple teams are sharing the same backlog, they're working on the same product or service, now we need to scale agility. We cannot have it only at team level. Okay, when there is one team working on a service or a product, okay, now this company might not need to scale agility. But who are those companies that have one team for one project or one product or one service? Not so many. There are very small companies for that. Okay, awesome. So
Question.
yeah, Vivian.
How does the SAFE Scrum Master certification differ from the SAFE Agilist certification?
Yeah, the Safe Agilist or the SA
Yes.
is introduction to Safe.
Oh, okay.
Safe SSM is really in details what a Scrum Master have to do or how to work in a safe environment.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Okay, awesome. So yes, in phase 2, we need to get a safe certificate. Then we need to practice interviews. Vivian was talking about that she was not able maybe to really answer the questions that she got like every Monday. Yes, Vivian, you want to say more about that interview simulation that you got yesterday for the first time?
It was good. Your parents did a roundtable discussion. There may have been 5 of us online.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we're in around the session. and ask each of us a question. And so, and I'm thinking to myself, I know these answers. Why am I having a hard time formulating
Yes.
some of them?
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to work on that. And some are pretty straightforward. You know, what are the values, Scrum values,
Yes.
and what is agile? Um, here's a question. Sometimes in some of the readings I see agile referred to as a methodology, and sometimes it's not.
Yeah, pay attention to that.
Yeah, yeah.
Agile is a mindset.
Right,
Okay?
right, right. And that was one of the questions I said when I went into my answer about agile being a mindset, um, and steeped in the foundations of 4 values and 12 principles. And so he corrected me. He said it's an approach, and I'm like, well, okay, yeah, it's that too. I thought to myself, so I thought, okay, I'll have to practice. I'll just keep working at it.
Yes, yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
So yes, in phase two, to get to phase three, you need to practice interviews. You need to have hands-on experience, right? You need to have a resume, a winning resume. Okay. And by the way, in my previous YouTube video, if you can watch it, I shared my own resume, right? And this is what I also tell you how to create your resume. So in phase two, you need to have that kind of resume with the right keywords, how to write one, how to create a new one per job description. Okay, and it's all in our classroom as well. But in the Scrum, in phase two, you need someone to look at it and tell you if this is good, what to fix, and all of that. Also, you need to, have a powerful, optimized LinkedIn profile. By the way, half of the offers I get comes from LinkedIn, which means a recruiter or a headhunter search for Scrum Master in a city, and I should be in their first page search result. This is how powerful it is, okay? Same thing with businesses, by the way, on Google. They want to be on the first page result on whatever they are selling, right? On LinkedIn is the same thing. We need to have a search engine optimization on becoming on their first search page result, okay? And that is also, there's a course on the classroom how to optimize, and in phase two, someone need to look at that and help you with it. All right. So this is what in phase two. Once you got all of this, okay, you got the hands-on experience, you got the interview practices, you got the resume. You know now that it's gonna work. Your LinkedIn is optimized. Now you're ready to start applying for Scrum Master jobs. But again, in phase three, there are some stuff over there that you need to do to what? Well, to have better chances. Okay? I'm gonna go over phase three a little bit later, but let me also go around here. And Yola, you have a question?
Yes. Hi everyone. My name is Graham. This is my first time of joining the group, and I can hear that you talk about phase one, which I believe I have already missed.
Yes, look, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen.
Oh, sorry for the backup.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. All right, this is my browser. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna share here. I'm gonna share this one. Okay, so you know what? Let me go straight on school. okay, our community. Okay, look, there is a video here that I talk about the 3 phases, okay? Why you're not hired as a Scrum Master. Also, in Classroom here, if you click on Start here, this is your roadmap course, okay? The video here is exactly the same video, but what is cool about it is I have images here of the 3 phases. So phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, okay? Also, I have put a link to Miro. Miro here, when you click on it, you get to this board, because it's all clickable on Miro, right? It's taking a lot of time. Okay, so this is also the 3 phases board, okay? If you look at here, if you're still in phase 1, well, this will let you know why is this roadmap so important, because it will let you know where you are today and what you need to still do to be able to get your Scrum Master job here, okay? So for example, if you are already certified with your CSM or PSM, well, that means you got this part, okay? Now, however, a lot of people that I knew, by the way, got their certification, but they still don't know the difference between Agile and Agile methodologies, okay? That is covered in the foundation, and there is a little icon here that when you click on it, it goes directly to our community, Classroom, the right course, the foundation course, and you can go over this course here with all of these lessons, okay? This is the foundation. And then the Scrum Guide. Well, the PSM1 exam is all about the Scrum Guide, right? You passed your level 1 certificate, that means you went over the Scrum Guide. Now, some advanced theory that is not written in the Scrum Guide, if you click on that, it will go like it again, it will go directly to our community Classroom, the right lesson, and you have all of these, the right course, the advanced theory, and we have all of these lessons related to advanced theory that you really need to know before getting your next level certificate or even like start applying for Scrum Master jobs. Okay, this is advanced theory, and then this is the certificate. You already maybe have that, and then you need to know about Kanban and XP. Those are 2 Agile methodologies. You can click on that. The course is there. The leadership. A Scrum Master is a leader. You need to know the different leadership styles, how you can lead and all of that. And of course, metrics and KPIs, okay? You click on that, you will learn about different metrics that you're going to use with your team, right? Different KPIs and all of that. Now, once you have done all of these, well, you're done with phase 1, okay? You're certified and you have all the knowledge or the education needed, okay? And it's all in the community for you. It's all free. If any course is locked, you just need to be a little bit active in the community, because whenever you get a like on your comment or post, you get a point. When you get a point, okay, if you click on leadership boards here, what level 1, okay, we have level 2, these what you will unlock. The module 3, module 4. So that means in level 1, module 1, the start here, and the module 2 are unlocked right away. Level 2, once you get to level 2, you will unlock these. Level 3, you will unlock all of these. And level 4, you will unlock everything else. Okay? Whenever you get a like on your post or comment. So basically, this is phase one. Phase two, very quickly, I went over it a little bit earlier. The safe SSM training to become certified, interview simulation, hands-on experience, resume, LinkedIn optimization, and agile coaching. Okay? And now these, you can do them by yourself. Okay? Now it is hard to get agile coaching. It is hard to get hands-on experience. You can pay a resume writer to get your resume done. You can, I don't know, maybe there is a LinkedIn optimizer somewhere you can pay, right? Or you can be part of our SMH program. Like whatever Ron said, this costs money, of course. If you go to scaledagile.com today and you want only to get this part, it's gonna be, it depends on the tutor the company is gonna give you, because people from India can give you this for maybe $500. But people from the United States, okay, or USA or UK, this is not less than $800 or $1,000. Okay? But this is included, so you don't have to pay this much, included in our SMH program, which this program doesn't only focus on this part, but it will give you this part, that part, and everything. Okay? This is what the SMH program is all about. Once you're done with all of these, you practice. So this is the preparation phase. You are preparing yourself to be able to start applying and get a job. Okay? Now this phase 3 is, well, you need a recommendation letter. You can go get one from somewhere. You need references that they can talk about you, about how good a Scrum Master you are. Okay? You need to have a networking. Okay, you need to have recruiting firms, okay, access to recruiting firms, and you need to have access to an application tracker. Okay, this part also, if you watch my YouTube video, I go a little bit more details about every phase, how you can get these, or if you want also access to these or help, now you need to be part of the gold program that we have. Okay, this is a different program. This gold program will actually is the last part to get you the job. Okay, or you can go get some recommendation letters from I don't know, your company, previous companies, but they need to specify that you are a good Scrum Master. Okay, references, they need to talk about you as a Scrum Master. The networking have to be specific people. Okay, by the way, in our classroom there is a LinkedIn domination course. I talk about who to connect with, okay? And this is part of the networking and the recruiting firms, okay? Awesome. Application Tracker is an Excel file which I give to my Gold program members, an Excel file that we track every application, we send them a recommendation letter, we make sure that we get feedbacks on why they did not call us, and if we're gonna get an interview or not, okay? And this way you will be able to get the Scrum Master job, okay? Awesome. Ron, you had your hand raised. Do you still have a question, or did I answer your question?
Yeah, you answered my question. I just came across you, I guess, the end of last week. So I registered for this meeting, but I didn't kind of understand the flow of how things worked, and you explained it well. So thank you.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. Do we have any question about this or anything? You can also tell me, like, for example, I didn't say hi to Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Yang Chen, Adiwali. You came a little bit later.
Hi, Omar. This is Yang Chen.
Hi, Yang Chen.
So I have a question about.
You live in Edmonton, right, Yang Chen?
No, I'm in a DC area.
DC area. Okay, awesome.
So I have a question about the hands-on experience opportunity, right? Like,
Yeah.
how does that look? Does that Like, do we get an opportunity to facilitate like ceremonies based on a real project in your the program?
Well, hands-on experience, we have two levels for that. One is at SMH program, which SMH program is a small group of people that are members who are looking to finish all of these, to get these, so they can get into phase 3. Okay? So these people, there is on Tuesday a hands-on experience session every Tuesday. What they do is one of the member have to run a session about whatever they want. If you want to run a session about a ceremony, you do that within yourself, okay? But like not a real project, okay? If you want to run a workshop, a coaching workshop, you do that within yourselves, okay? Like a coaching session about how to create better user stories, how to estimate them, because all of that you're gonna do them when you are a Scrum Master for a team, a real team. Okay? Now, this is part of the SMH program. You have a chance to do that every Tuesday. Now, if you are a gold member, you will actually give a session to the community. Okay? So, in the calendar, we're gonna create a calendar event about your session that you want to give anytime you want, any day you want, any day you want, in any subject you want. Okay? Now I'm gonna give you an example. If you go to classroom and if you go to group coaching, like these, like Theodora and Adriana were, and they are gold members. They gave, this person gave a retrospective in front of everyone, and this person gave an agile basics, okay, coaching. All right, so this is part of the gold program. Now within the team, within the SMH program members, you can also do that within the team. Okay,
Okay, got it. Thanks for explaining.
Eniola, you have a question?
Yeah, my apologies. Sorry, I'm based in UK, and due to the time difference, like today, I'm still at work, but it's easy for me to join the meeting around 5 p.m. And we talk about the exams for the state. Is it compulsory we have to do it? Because here in UK is not really compulsory as long as we are satisfied Scrum Master, which I am with Scrum.org. And I'm also a business analyst and product owner satisfied. But I've been having problem getting a job for all this time, maybe because I have a job in my hand. So I'm not really keen going further for it. But of recent, I kind of like changed my mindset. I think I'm ready for it. I've done 2 years hands-on experience. I understand the Scrum ceremony, the review, the retrospective,
Yeah,
and
awesome.
I understand it, and
Well,
I can facilitate each of every ceremony.
perfect. Perfect. So you have experience, right?
I do, yes,
Awesome.
because I was once a project support officer, and I work along with the
However, there is a
project
problem if you don't have a SAFe certificate or any Scaled Agile Framework certificate. You will never pass the AI and ATS resume filters. That's why you will not get interviews. Okay? Why? Because the AI and ATS, they compare applicants. Okay? They see that, okay, Eniola have experience and have a level 1 certificate, but they don't have a SAFe certificate. But someone else, same exact year of experience, but they have a SAFe certificate. Okay, so we're gonna interview that person. Okay, these days there are no human beings that take a decision who to interview. Okay, it's only AI and ADS that they do that.
Yes, that's it. Oh, thank you very much.
No
So
problem.
from this program, you're going to teach us the safe
SAFe
version of
SSM.
matter, or is the thing as a, or is it something that we have to do on our own?
No, it's all live sessions. Okay, awesome.
Okay, that's
Any
fine.
other
Thank you.
questions?
No, I'm good.
Ryan, where do you live, Ryan?
I'm in Dallas Fort Worth.
Yes, yes, Dallas. Awesome. Okay, and what is your situation today?
Right now, I'm in the middle of the safe course.
Okay, and it
So,
what?
like, I just started like today. Through my employer, I found a way that they paid for it.
Awesome, amazing. This is the best way. Okay,
Yeah.
so but your training is like a 2 days training, 4 days?
This one is really just self-paced.
That's impossible. Are you going to get the Safe SSM certificate?
Yeah, it's more safe-paced. It's more self-paced. I gotta log back in and check. It's through our thing's called Guild, and that's how they.
Make sure
That's
that
our.
this is Safe SSM, okay?
Yeah, it's safe.
Because
This is him. It is.
okay, good because Safe they don't allow to have self-paced training for their Safe certificates.
It's like I could do it over 2 days, but it has to be like within a 4 month time period, the way they have it scheduled, or something like this. Part of a cohort. I'm really not understanding how they did this, but
Okay,
that's
if
what
you
they have
can get
scheduled.
that certificate as soon as possible, that's good for you.
Right,
Okay, awesome. So you're in phase two. You got your first level. You know everything here, right?
right. And then after that, I want to get the product owner certification as well.
But that will never help you to get a Scrum Master role.
Well,
It's good to have it, but that will not
I
help
want to
you.
like have all of it be, just
You
be more tractable in this environment what we're in right now.
yeah, but it will, for example, and that is a lesson for everyone. If you put on your LinkedIn profile, for example, your headline as a Scrum, like a certified safe Scrum Master and product owner certified, like your profile will not be well optimized. Do you want to become a Scrum Master or a product owner? Two very different roles.
Two very different, yes.
Okay, so the LinkedIn will not be able to optimize your profile to one of these two. So it will
Right.
look at your experience and see maybe a third different thing. Okay, it depends on your keywords. So that's why everyone here, you need to first focus on one role and get the job. So focusing is on everything: the resume, the LinkedIn profile, okay, your certifications. When I help people like you guys, I tell them, look, by the way, I have over 7 certificates, okay? But I did not get them all by one to get a job. Every certificate helped me on something specific, okay? The PSM one to help me have the knowledge. And then I got the Scaled Agilist, helped me with getting better jobs. Then I got the Safe RTE that made me a consultant. And then I got my Safe SPC that made me like an expert in Safe, able to certify people, able to implement Safe with organizations, and that's why organizations hire me. Okay, so everything has a
Okay.
purpose.
So, in order, what is the order of certifications you would recommend for people?
You know, I want to tell you something here that I don't usually say here. You know, after phase three here, you got a job,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now, look here. There is another roadmap that I have to become an agile consultant. Okay? And becoming an agile consultant now, you're going to be making over 200K a year. But I have also like not a turnaround, but a fast tracking your way to become an agile consultant. And that is exactly copying what I did. So you have a job, you're a scrum master, get at least 3 years experience, because less than 3 years, I will tell you, no, you're not ready for this. You're not ready for my roadmap, okay? You have 3 years experience, okay, cool. Now let your company pay for your safe RTE certificate. Cool. It's expensive though. I can also certify you, but it's expensive, over $2,000. Okay. Now you got the RTE. Okay, cool. Now try go and get an RTE role as an employee first. Still, you're not gonna be making 200K yet, but you're going to the road of making over 200K. You get an RTE role, perfect. After that, okay, in this new company, spend 1 year and ask them for the SAFE LPM, Lean Portfolio Management certificate. This LPM will open a lot of other doors. You are the expert at portfolio level. You can get over 200K consultant roles with that. Okay, so this is the roadmap. Now, of course, you can do that by yourself. So I'm gonna I have another Miro for this. You can do that by yourself, the help of your company, like paying for your stuff, or you can get also my help. I will certify you as an RTE. I will give you like the right resume for the RTE, okay, to start applying. I will give you the references. It look almost exactly like this part, but for the RTE. Okay, once you get the job as an RTE, now it's time to get the LPM. Okay, it's another high expensive certificate. Okay, we're getting the LPM. Now we need to get a job as an LPM. Okay, again, it looks like this one, but with my help and the support to get that. And now you're making over 200K.
What is LPM?
Lean Portfolio Management.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
There are certifications out there for coaching, agile coaches. Are they worth it?
I did not feel that they are worth it, because when you get the RTE certificate, you are an agile coach and a consultant and high level like expert as a Scrum Master.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Thanks.
Awesome.
Good to know, because I didn't know that what you shared earlier about PMI's
ACP, yeah, that's level 1.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a level.
That's
one,
here.
So, yeah, okay.
Yeah. By the way, look, I explained to you what is coming after that, but every person really need to focus on where they are today. Okay? If you don't have first certificate, let's get one. Like, by the way, in our classroom, there is a level 1 certificate course for the PSM1 totally for free. Now, I know you can go and get that same course for $500 with Indian tutors, but we have it for free here. You just have to go and pay for the exam voucher. Okay? That will help you get all of this done totally for free in the community. Okay? Awesome. Who else have a question? Hi, Chris. Hi, Emma. Emma, I think she just joined as well. Any other? Adwali, do you have any question? By the way, like I posted on school platform, I also do that every year. I apply for Scrum Masters or RTEs or Agile Coaching or SPC roles. When I say SPC is to implement SAFE in an organization. Okay, this is the highest certificate in SAFE. Every year I have to find a new contract. So every year I apply for those roles. Okay, so because I have all of these and I have over 12 years experience here, what I focus on every time is here. I make sure that I have recommendation letters from my previous manager. I have my references ready. and I always network. Like I add people on LinkedIn. I connect with them. I make sure that I go back to the recruiting firms and I call them. I tell them, look, I'm in the market. I'm ready to get a new role. And I have an Excel sheet for my application tracker to track where I'm applying. I do that every year. And I want to show you my resume. So I have a folder. Can you see my folder?
Yes.
Yes. So I have Omar resumes folder. So I have for many. I even apply for project managers and product managers role. Okay. So it's not only for you guys, not only Scrum Master roles, facilitator roles, Agile coach roles. You can even apply for these. Okay. Now, yes, Agile coach, maybe they need a lot of experience, but they also need an Agile coach for 3 years experience, for example. Okay. You can apply for project managers. Okay. Delivery managers as well. You can apply for these. So my Agile coaching resumes, I have so many resumes. Okay. I have per job description as well. Okay. For example, I just opened Word document of my resume for the Enterprise Agile Coach role. Taking some time, maybe because I'm sharing. Okay, can you see my resume?
Yes.
Look how simple it is. It's exactly like what I give you in the classroom, the resume course. This is it. So, professional summary, core competencies, certifications, tools, professional experience now with bullet points and numbers. Okay? Numbers. Okay? That's my experiences and education. That's it. I have so many different versions of my resume. One is for an RTE slash Scrum Master. Okay, one for project manager, So depends on the job description, what they need. I go on ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to, hey, look, this is my resume right now. So I give ChatGPT my full resume since my, internship 20 years ago. And I asked ChatGPT, look, this is my current resume. This is me today. I've done all of these. And this is the job description. Create a 3 pages, for example, resume to match exactly that job description to get an interview. It will do it in seconds. Copy, paste it, apply. Making sure that my information are right. Okay, but you can also add to the ChatGPT prompt, make sure that all the keywords they are asking for is included in my new resume. Okay? That's exactly what I do.
To ChatGPT too. Do you have like the higher level versions?
You don't need to.
Oh no?
No,
Okay.
you don't need to have a paid version for that. So this is what I do every year, and that's what I'm doing right now because my contract ends this 20 June. Okay, and I still don't know where I'm going next. I applied for many jobs. I got rejections with no feedbacks. I tried to call them to get feedbacks on why I got rejected. These days they're telling me, most of them, or maybe 95% of them, are telling me that, well, we don't know why because It's an AI who are taking the decisions. So they don't know why I was not, part of the interviewers. You know what I mean? Like, I got a rejection. They don't know why I got a rejection. Okay? And I applied for 24 jobs. Okay? And I got 20 rejections. I got 4 interviews. Well, I have 1 this week, tomorrow, and 3 next week. So this is the reality of myself, and you can do the same thing. Okay? Awesome. Perfect. Any other questions do we have here? Adewale, your audio is disabled. Okay. You can ask your question here if you want in the chat, if you have any. Awesome. Okay, Adewale is typing. In the meantime, yes, Chris, you have a question? No?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you. Good evening, everyone. Hi. Because I'm still new to this, so I want to get I'm trying to get my PSM1.
Okay.
Earlier on, I think you previously mentioned, I've heard you mention that it will just take, you can just do that in a weekend.
Yes.
Just one weekend, and we'll be able to get that certification done. And everything needed will be on that level 1 certification course here at the classroom.
If you have time, you can finish all of that on a weekend. You will even also have access to my PSM1 sample exams, questions. Okay? Exam solved. Those are real questions, okay?
Yeah.
Look at that. This is exactly what you will... Well, you will not get the same questions, but this is how you will get them, right?
Yeah.
So if you have time, like 5 hours for this, you're ready. But however, please make sure that you go over these first. Okay? These foundations, Scrum Guide, Advanced Theory before you go to the training.
Okay.
Okay? Now maybe also this course, maybe it's locked. So you need to get points to unlock it. Okay? And to get points is whenever you get a like on your comment or your posts in here, you get a point. So if we look back at the leaderboards, which level is this? So you need to be in level 3 so you can get access to the level 1 certification course. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
Sorry I do raise up my hand, and apology for that. What about people that have they're already satisfied Scrum Master, have PSM1? Do they need to do the certification training again?
Though you have only the PSM1?
Yes.
Yes.
I've done that on Scrum.org.
Yes, you're in phase 1 and now you need to prepare. Okay, you are in phase 2. You need to do all of that. People come to me and they are frustrated. They say, I'm not getting any interview calls. I've been applying for 100 times. Why? Well, I tell them, okay, where are you in this roadmap? They tell me, well, I got my PSM1 and I know all of these. I tell them, yeah, well, that's why you're not getting interviews. You need to be in phase 3 here to start applying for Scrum Master roles. Okay? Awesome. Now it's 1 o'clock. Adewale, have a question. A recruiter reached me for an Agile Delivery Manager role, but my LinkedIn Boldly show Scrum Master. I was wondering if I should proceed with an informal discussion or not. Okay? Now, a Scrum Master can totally do the role of an Agile Delivery Manager. It's exactly the same role, but you add to it. You're gonna manage people. So, okay, you're gonna have some budget to manage. And basically, this is it. There will be more of like aligning with product managers and all of that, okay? Because look, the RTE role is also like a delivery manager role because the RTE aligns a lot with the product management people. So an Agile delivery manager also do that, okay? But there will be a budget. You're gonna manage some budgets, you're gonna manage some people. Okay? Awesome. That was a good one. Thank you, everyone. Any last questions before we leave? Please do not hesitate to ask me any question in the chat as well. You know, on school, the chat. Come to me with your questions. I will be very happy to answer you anytime. Okay?
Thank you, Omar.
You're welcome. Bye, everyone.
Okay.